Are you bracing yourself for a housing crash in 2021? Are you a buyer? There's no inventory. You keep looking. The minute something comes on the market, it sells and the prices keep going higher and higher and higher. Or are you a seller and you have a home you want to sell, but there's no place for you to go? Well, these questions are what I hear every day. So I want you to buckle up your chin strap so that we can go through this and much more. And it starts right now. Hello and welcome back. I'm Maria Wells, broker owner of Lifestyle Realty Group here on the Treasure Coast of Florida. And I have been a broker of real estate for quite some time. I went through the Great Recession and all the way where we are today. And this is one of the most incredible real estate markets I have ever seen. So I hope you have buckled your chin strap because we are going for quite a ride as we discuss this. And I have 10 reasons for you to be able to understand why this market is where it is and are we going to crash? My answer is no. We are not having a crashed market in 2021. And here are my 10 reasons. So, number one, unlike what happened in the Great Recession, where you could just steam up a mirror and they saw you were breathing and you got a loan, it's very difficult to get a loan now. So, the chances of someone just sort of passing along to get that and not keeping up with their mortgage payments is pretty rare now. Number two, many people that have bought homes paid cash. So they are not going to lose their equity because they would pay cash. They're not going to let it go into foreclosure or short sale. So number three is investors are buying, but they're not buying like before where they would buy and flip, putting inventory back into the market. They're buying and keeping them as rentals or whatever, but they're also competing with many homeowners that are making this their home. So this is very different where we're not getting more inventory flooding into the market. Number four, we have masses of people coming down to Florida. Why is that? Well, of course, they want the tax benefit from where we don't have any state income tax and very low property taxes. But in addition, they can get out of the high tax states because many of them, their children are doing school virtually and they're also working from home. So where does it matter where you live? You can be in beautiful Florida versus in the cold and snow up north where you're having to put heat and shovel snow and whatever. So the difference is with people working from home than before. Prior to 2019, there was about 9% people who work from home, and we've gotten as high from anywhere from 35% to 80% working from home. So you can see the appeal to come down to Florida. Number five, we are driven by historically low interest rates. The interest rates, you can get a 30-year mortgage for under 3% right now. That's incredible. I mean, you can buy a lot more house with such a low interest rate. Number six, the millennials want to leave home. They've got to go somewhere. Not all of them want to rent. You'd be shocked at how many millennials are purchasing homes, and they are really having a tough time because that's usually in the workforce housing price range, and there is not a lot on the market. So number seven, there is intense buyer competition. So let me give you an example. I have been working with buyers recently that are in a pretty good price range, and literally every single home that comes on the market, I get a call, I see that it's on the market. I need to stop what I'm doing and going right then because I can almost guarantee you if it is a nice home, it is going to have multi offers and it's going to go under contract that day. It's really, really tough for a buyer. And we have to work really hard because you hate seeing your buyer missing out on these great homes. Number eight, new construction has not kept up with the demand. So that started way back in the Great Recession because prior to the Great Recession, many builders would build, you'd see developments full of brand new homes. Well, they were really hurt in the Great Recession because they couldn't sell all this inventory. So now they'll build, maybe 4 homes at a time or whatever. to keep up where they can sell them, but that's not keeping up with the pace of the market. So new construction has been underperforming for quite a while, which is also causing our low inventory shortage. Number 9, in many areas, including mine, we have about 1.5 months to 2 months of inventory for single family homes. So how do you compare that? Well, a normal market is 6 months. So I want you to think about that. We have no inventory. So when people say to me, oh, are you going to see, prices will start coming down and the market's going to be different? I go, we only have at most a 2-month supply of inventory. Do you know how long it would take that we keep building that up along with selling what's there? It's going to take a long time for us to get into a normal market of 6 months where we're not in this frenzied seller's market and buyers trying to find homes. And number 10, the forbearance. Those are for people that had the, loan forgiveness during the pandemic, so they didn't go into foreclosure. And what that has enabled many of them to do is to recover from that, not go into foreclosure. And if they decide they want to sell their home, they're going to get equity so it doesn't need to. So there's not going to be this glutton of inventory that many people are thinking will happen. In fact, I had someone call me last night and say, we think we're just going to wait a little bit. We've got the luxury. We don't have to buy right now. And we're just going to wait for prices to come down in the market to settle down. And I was very nice to him. I said, that is awesome. And I completely understand, but let's touch base in a couple years because I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon. So the real estate market is a simple economic situation, which is we have high buyer demand and very low in supply. So when you've got low supply and high demand, you can tell that this is not going to change anytime soon. So I just want you to know so that when you are out there and people go, oh, it's going to crash, why don't you hang out, see what's going to happen? You'll get prices of homes, wholesale in a few months. That is not going to happen, at least in the foreseeable future. So happy house hunting.